Hello once again everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. I've spent an awful lot of time off camera trying to get things done over here, so I've got a lot to show you today. First of all, in the man. I know I said I was going to do that on camera in this video, but I just knocked it on the head because I wanted to make some progress. You will see why. I unlocked that one, which gave me the Wonder Star. And the thingies, I've got snowballs now. All I've got to do is this, and that's 500 gold stars. So we'll see if we can unlock that by the end of this video. Given the fact I've done an awful lot, I think I will. Let's have a quick look at the calendar. It is now the 23rd of December. So we have a lot to we've got a lot to open. It's been a long time since the last time I recorded a video, so yes. So what was the last one we did? What was the last one we did actually? I can see a 15 there. 12 there has been opened. So has 13 been done? I can't see 13 highlighted. Oh no, there it is. 13's highlighted, right. So 14 then is down here. Oh, it's 10 of those. That's nice. 14, 15's over here. I really don't need any of these. Yeah, you'll see why. The factory has not exactly grown. It's been running for a very long time. So 16. Where was 16? I'm sure I saw that earlier. 16. 17's up there on that snowflake. Where is 16? I'll move. Oh, there it is. I'll move this around. So, ooh, wow, that's a very expensive item. Again, that's much higher than my tech level right now. So 17's up here. That's more baubles, right? So yeah, I call them baubles because that's what they are. Ornament. I know Americans call them ornaments, but ornament is a more generic term for any kind of decorative object. Anyway, so we've got 17, 18. Where is 18? That's here on the background. That's 30 of those. So I really don't need any of these. 19 is on Good Boy over here. Oh wow. 20 power shards. That is very handy actually. I'm not overclocking. I haven't unlocked it, but it's a very handy thing to have. 20 down here on this big fluffy parcel. 25 of those. 21 on this bottle-shaped object. 5 tickets. Well, I'll add that to my bank. And today's one, number 22. Where are you? There's 25 there. 24 is there. So where's 23 and 20? 22 is over here. Oh, inhalers. Look at the way that dangled off like that. I haven't seen it do that before. So where would 23 be? Oh, there it is. There it is. Right, so we've got 23 there, 24 and 25. Oh, of course it is 23. I was thinking it was 22 today. No, coal. Right, it's giving me some coal. Lovely. It's 23. So 24 there I can't open. 25 over here I can't open because it's not time yet. Yeah. By the time you watch this it will be, but yeah. I've got to go with what the right time is. So we've mostly finished opening the calendar. And we've mostly finished the tech tree. Let's have a look over here. It's mostly the same. I've expanded my snowman army. We are absolutely rammed with gifts now. Still just the 8. I've moved my tree over here. I can't remember if I did that in the last video or not. But yeah, these are filling up. That one is completely full because we have a thing over here that's completely full of these red and blue ornaments. This down here is full. I pretty much right now, this is just set for making the candy canes. Actually, why are those off? These shouldn't be off. Production paused. Oh, right, yeah, they're the tree branches. That's why I've turned those off. Right, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So I've just been leaving these on. Right, that's fine. I don't need that many tree branches. I've still got... Yeah, I've got loads in here. I needed the candy canes for my production up here. So those make those. These make the golden... I call them gold and silver. They are iron and copper, but, you know, they look it. Up here they get converted into these packs of ornaments. They go in here with the branches and produce the next stage. This is new, obviously, because we've unlocked those wreaths and we've unlocked the stars. So when I started this episode, these belts were full of stuff. Look at that, the branches are backed up and everything. I don't need more branches. So these two constructors are producing my stars. My gold stars that I need for the next stage. And I'm at 412. I've still got quite a few to make. I think in my mind I got set on the idea of 400 that I needed. But yeah, we shall see. So we need... Okay, yes. So what do we need? We need ornaments. Fill it up with some more branches, I think. Candy canes. Let's come down here. I'm really feeling up, actually. I've been on a bit of a building spree. You'll see. So take all of those. Put those in up here. No, there we go. Come on. So, branches. Sort them out. That's ornaments, which we'll get to. So we've got candy canes up here. Loads of those. I think those two constructors down there are actually quite full. But there we go. Yes, we need some ornaments. That's these. We've got lots of these. Absolutely no problem with ornaments. I'll just grab 2 stacks, to be honest. 2 stacks of those into ornaments. That's here. Don't have any more. We've got a few on us. We'll put those in because we don't need them. And there we go. That's them running. So while we wait for these, we've got loads. We've got lots of stuff in here. We really don't need. It's just a case of waiting for them. Really. So, yeah. I have been unlocking a few things. One of them, of course, is the blueprint designer. So I've been doing a lot of tinkering with these. You may notice my little bridge here is more fully fleshed out. And that is indeed because I've got the bridge... not the bridge, I got the blueprints for them. So I've called it the transport bus. So they're all based off this straight corridor design. It's just a case of getting it in just the right spot. Line it up like that. Boosh. That makes things so much easier and quicker to make. Obviously, the design has changed somewhat to accommodate this, being built on a 4 foundation repeating grid. But that still lines up with the 12 that it was on before. So you see, I'm all the way down to there. I haven't upgraded that bit yet. That's still on the old design. It's because it's full of stuff, basically. So I'll extend this one for just a bit. The tricky thing with blueprints is just getting the snap in the right spot. Come on. Down a bit. I really felt like I had to sneeze then. Oh no, I do. I do need to sneeze. Yeah, we'll put a couple more on. A couple more on. Ah, come on. Is that in the right spot? Is that in the right spot, or is it just perspective messing with me? No, it's in the right spot. It is a bit easier if you get closer, of course. Like that. Yeah, one more. One more. Blueprints, straight corridor. Just aim for the middle of that bit and you should be alright. Now, see, I've changed my hotbar now. I've got a few different things on it. I don't really like... Oh no, there it is. I don't really like sort of scrolling like that. It's not so bad. I really need to get my walls on this one, I think. 2 and then 3, and we'll have that. I wanted you on 5. There we are. No, that's not what I wanted at all. I wanted the blueprint there. Oh dear me. Yeah, I've unlocked gates and some steel windows. I've unlocked a lot of stuff off camera because, well, I like playing the game, and it really needs to be, basically it really needs to be done. I really need to get a move on with some of this, to be honest. No, not there. Down a bit. There we are. Come around there. Get that out. It's not on Zoop, that's what the problem was. Down there. Grab that one. All the way down. Really easy to do these, so they're not part of the blueprints. I mean, that took no time at all. So why bother putting those into the blueprints? So I'm just going to clip through all this vegetation. I don't really want to be destructive. Down, clip through the vegetation, like that, and it's fine. So, what we need to do, the only thing that this doesn't do, of course, is all the power and belts and things like that. You just got to go in and do it afterwards. But this takes almost no time at all. Just grab it, bring it forward as far as you can. You see it's too far that way, but this one is perfectly fine. So, yeah, 12 foundations is a perfectly good sort of grid to work on, I think. Perfectly good grid to work on. So I've got some going that way. I'll figure out what's going on over there a little bit later. But, yeah, that heads off to there like before. There's really nothing new over there. Down here I've got these hooked up. Because, yeah, you'll notice that my backbone was off this and it went right over this thing. Yeah, I've moved it back quite a bit. So those hook up to that. I mean, we've seen the design of this before. I think I'll leave those hanging off like that. I don't know why I left a hole in the wall here. Maybe I wanted to see it actually moving up. Anyway, I'm going to plug that hole now. So that comes along here. It's just a T-junction here. Because we've got that one coming off there, which will link up to everything over that way. Because there's nothing really in line with this apart from that thing. Those two there can come off. Let's see. This one, perhaps? It's a bit close to that. Maybe this one? Run it off that one? No, I think we'll run it off that one. But, you know, now that we've got this in place, we can make that choice. So we come further up, and this is where things get a little bit on the janky side. Because I have this support here, but it comes right over this geyser. And I don't want that to happen, so I've had to get a bit creative. I've hooked these up. And they're in there, up there, and all the way along. So this is basically how I want it to look now. Power like that, fed in, window at the end, just goes into a merger and feeds in. there's really nothing more to worry about, really. It's just expanding what we've already got. Hoovering up the resources and funneling them to a proper factory that will be made over here. So, yeah, this will take a little bit of time because it's quite a long way. Nothing more to say about our power supply over there, although we have been hitting our capacity. So I've been making designs in the blueprints. I'll have a little look at them now. Basically, I've got an item storage cube, which I really need to redesign, actually, because it doesn't quite work. I've got smelters. Basically, I've just set up smelters. Now, this one on the right here is my previous design. This is all one blueprint. Just 3 in there, 1 for each floor, and then 3 comes out. You know, it's fairly self-explanatory. I didn't really like that, because it got a bit complicated with all the conveyor lifts and stuff inside. What I've done is I've done a blueprint where it's just the 1 floor. So you handle all the routing out the side, and it's just 5 smelters on a floor and some belt work. That's really all it is, and just slap as many on top as you need. I quite like that, because that took almost no time at all to build. Like this, basically. Make sure it's rotated the right way around. Try and get it in the right spot before you hit the button. And there you go. You have another 5 smelters. All you have to do is hook up your input and your output and your power. You need more? Add another one. It also means each floor can be set to a different product. So I could have iron down here, and I could have those 2 up there being copper. It'd be perfectly fine. I could even rotate these 2 before you build them, of course, to a different direction so it doesn't clash with this belt work. You just have a massive tower of smelters. Anyway, over here we had inputs coming in. They were processed, and all the stuff came out here and into my sinks, because I wasn't really using anything. This is a bit of an experiment. So basically, what I want to do now is I want to hook up the miners to the new one, because I want to experiment with those. Actually, let's just erase all of that, shall we? Just get rid of all of it. Didn't need to do that one really, but there we are. We'll go from here. We will go from here. So scroll that. I really don't like scrolling my hotbar. It doesn't really feel right. So I'll bring that there. I'll rotate it a bit to get that in the right space. I need to bring it under this little bridge now. Under the bridge, then kind of hook it onto that one. That one, hook it onto that one. I'm pretty sure I'm all set up inside. I should be, at least. So yeah, I've been trying to put in some time into this, because I knew that this would take a long time to do. So down there to get it underneath. This is all pretty spaghetti, but this is testing. At least this can like come along here and eventually get put into these. So I had throughput counters hooked up to these outputs, and each floor in those smelter buildings can produce 150 iron ingots, which is nice. It's not particularly high, and it's not a multiple of like 60. That was in completely the wrong place, wasn't it? Ah, my perfectionism. So yeah, it was in 150. It's not a bad number. I mean, it's a multiple of 30 at least. There we are. It's just a little bit too long. There, back 2. Double click, put that there. Right, so we're all set up now. So what we need to do is start feeding it with the resources. Hook you up there. Hook you up there. There we go. So that'll feed into our middle floor. It's a bit odd that it's middle floor, but there we go. Yeah, so one floor can't handle these pure nodes with a Mark II miner. It just can't. There's a certain amount of balancing and things needed, but yeah, that can go. See, there we go, coming out. Just waiting for the other iron ore to come in. So I've basically got to expand this idea now to others, to the constructors and then the assemblers, and then when I unlock them, manufacturers. But then manufacturers, you can't really do much with a manufacturer in a blueprint because they're just so big. I mean, you can certainly get smelters up and running. Yeah, I basically went from using one of these doors to using these gates because you can fly in them better when you're on a different floor. Oh, all this smoke. Oh, it's a filthy, filthy process. It really is, but there we go. 150 ingots per belt. And that's all running nicely. Now, iron ingots give me pretty much no points whatsoever. I'm already at the point where it's hundreds of thousands. And this is going to take a while for that to tick down. So let's have a quick look at our power situation. What are we doing? Yeah, we're hovering around about capacity right now. 100% in the batteries, which is good. That's why we have them. Just to cover ourselves when we go a bit high. So the thing about working in the desert is that you don't get the inclement weather. You don't get the fog and you don't get the rain. There's those clouds over there. If we weren't in the desert, it probably would be. Let's have a look at what the weather should be like. Yeah, a bit cloudy. It's overcast at the moment. So, yeah. I really like Sky UI as a mod. I'm weaning myself off the Easy Cheat mod, actually. So, let's see. How are we doing up here? See, the stars are surprisingly big. When on a conveyor belt, it doesn't seem to work very well. 448. We're getting there. We're getting there. At least we've got 124 of those we can put back into our system. Not that we really need them. But anyway, my my massive supply of things is basically because I've been building quite a lot. Yeah. So that's been about 25 minutes. There's not an awful lot to show you now. So it's a question of what can we get done? I mean, this is all full and pretty much shut down now, which is lovely. I like it when a factory produces so much that it's completely full. all the way through to the miners. Yeah, both miners completely full. Because it means you can just come along and grab any resources you like and not worry about it. I'll just grab a few more. Because we need these in another part of the factory to make the iron ornaments. I'm sure I'll be almost full of gifts pretty soon. Ah, right. The iron ones go in that one. Let's see. I've got plenty of blues here. Plenty of blues. Not a huge amount, actually. Let's sort those, and we'll take 5 stacks of each. There we are. 5 stacks of each, that'll do. So yes, that'll get those two running. Blue in that one. Red in that one. Oh, it was only 4. I only took 4, never mind. It's fine. I'll grab some copper ingots from down here, because this should be full as well, yes. That's just a testament to how long I've been running this off camera. Did I just pull that back? Didn't know you could undo that. That'll do. Will be enough. So go up here. I'm really glad I don't have to run around on catwalks and things, because that would be really annoying. There we go. That's producing those. We'll grab as many of these as we have. Take all of them. Put them in up here. Copper, copper, and just the one iron. Yeah, those are nice slow belts. So how many of these do we have? We have loads of these, don't we? Take all of those and feed them in up here. Let's get loads of these going. Get loads of them going. Another 2 stars. Branches. Did we put all the branches in? Pretty sure we did, didn't we? No, we've still got another stack of those. I'll take all of the candy canes again. And I think we need to start up with the branch production. If we're going all out with these, definitely. I only really slowed down with the branches to give my storage container a bit more room for candy canes, because that's what I was really short of at the time. So that's all full. We're doing branches in this one. Where are my branches? There they are. Branches in that one. Candy canes in that one. And just FICSMAS decorations, which I believe... Did we take those? No, there's still a few in there. 456. It's going up. I might decide to skip a bit of time. We'll see. Anyway, we'll head on over here and see what we need to unlock in the hub. Because I've got wire mod. I'm going to have a little bit of a play with that. See if that's useful. There's a massive learning curve with that though, so I don't think I'll be doing that in a video. Fast logistics. Leave that for now. Linear motion. The elevator would be useful if I wasn't flying around everywhere. Got vehicular transport. May do that at some point. Packing expansion I'm going to leave for now. Tier 4's got hypertubes, fast logistics, and another elevator. So, yeah. Should we go for tractor? It does give us more inventory slots, which is always handy. mean, that's almost worth going for anyway. Hypertubes. I don't really use hypertubes. I can afford it. I can easily afford it. I might as well knock them on the head, you know, so they don't they don't leave anything up there. We'll do that one. We just need to get some more wire. Luckily, we have a container full. It's cable, not wire. I always get them mixed up. Anyway, we've got a container full of it. I'll even put the rest back, so it's not quite so much in my own inventory. And I love the fact I haven't need to even look at biomass in ages. So over here, let's fill these in. Move them over there. Send the pod off, and we can have trucks now.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Lovely. Not that I really use trucks. I much prefer trains. I much prefer trains. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about these. How much is that? I could unlock that one right now. I do like elevators. I don't think I'll be doing fast logistics. I might remove that from my mod list. That was kind of cool. It was very nice to know that those belts were giving me 150 per minute. So I'll leave that one. Packing. I might get rid of that one as well. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, hypertubes next, I think. I just need to go off and get some plate. As copper sheet. Some copper sheet. I'll do that while the pod returns. I'm kind of in half a mind as to whether I like the whole pod going away business. I don't know. Anyway, grab one of those. So yeah, these are my smelters. Maybe I should do that at the end of this. To round off this episode is do the constructors. So, but yes, I can do that, but that's a couple of minutes. What else was I going to do? There's something at the back of my mind as to what else I was going to do. God, I can't remember now. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, we'll just come over here and do this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the roof, because I'm not sure if the roof is going to be in the same space. I'll remove half of it. It'll at least let me get in. I'm being careful now because I don't want to remove the blueprint designer while I'm at it. I'll probably need to remove these as well and move them about a bit. But, see, I quite like the way I feed this one in the middle and it gets split 3 ways. And then I do those. I do those there. Yeah, I'm going to remove these. I'm just going to stick with the shell, I think. Because, of course, the constructors are on a different spacing. Yeah, come on, let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. So, let's see how many constructors we can fit in here. I'm thinking 4. I'm thinking 4. See, if we had one in the middle like that, there's not really enough space for more, is there? See, that's overlapping clearance. But then that would really be overlapping clearance the other side. Yeah. I don't mind it sticking through walls, just a little bit. As long as it's still within the blueprint designer, it's perfectly fine. Now the only problem is that when you put down these, you have to go in and you have to select the recipe for each of them. It's fine, but yeah. Now, how am I going to be splitting these, do you think? Should it come in, go into one here that splits it into two, and then over here and into two? I think we should, right? That's a merger. So do basically what I did last time. See if I have... Right, so what I want it there, and then... What was it? 2 clicks over? I think that's how that works for those. So I'll give it my Mark III belt into there. Yeah, that works. That works perfectly fine. I don't need Mark III belts on here. I'll change those. So I'm going to have to change this input belt. Because it's not quite what I want it to do, really, is it? And now it's overlapping the blueprint designer for some reason. Why is that overlapping the blueprint designer, but it's fine there? Maybe it just needs to come straight out and then go somewhere. Like if I wanted it to come out and go like that way. Yeah, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it there. But that would be fine. Yeah. No, what are you doing? Can I not put you any closer than that? Obviously not. Okay, well, you go there. And then we'll zigzag you around here. Knock it back a bit. There we go. And in like that. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. So we've got our nice high-speed belt coming in. Doesn't really need to be that fast, but I'm leaving it like that. Take the normal belts, because these will only need normal belts. And I'll do a Mark II on those. That'll work. That'll work nicely. So let's get these mergers in place. So pretty much, yeah, pretty much exactly the same place, like there. Do the same with those, like that. So we'll start with Mark 1s. And then switch to Mark 2s for this bit. I like the way that fits, actually. I really do like the way that works. It's Mark 3. No, that way round. And there. Then I kind of need to do it from there, but I can't. Where am I with that one anyway? Right. I'm there. And then we bring it. Invalid shape. You're perfectly fine over there. You're perfectly fine with that one over there. Or was that back a bit further? It must have been back a bit further, if that's an invalid shape. Mark 3 there, because it was one further last time. Round that way. There. There we go. Lovely. Just make sure that we don't do what I did last time. What happened last time is I hooked all of these up. Because I was editing the previous blueprint, I moved the power pole on the wall, and of course that broke the connection. But anyway, that's pretty much it for that. 1 meter foundation, zoop them in for a roof, and we are done. So from the outside, these look exactly the same. Just interchangeable building blocks. Of course, we do have a little robot arm coming out the side. There we are. So it's decided this is a new blueprint. That's good. Add that one there. I should have filled this in as constructors, but there we are. So that's perfectly fine. Where's our little constructor then? There we are. And that's all we need. So when it comes to assemblers, how much room do they need? Well, let's go and deal with this hypertube milestone, and then we'll come back and do that. Right, hypertubes. Some of those. Oh, a bit more of those, is it? No, that's enough.
Milestone reached. FICSIT Incorporated has processed and incorporated frequent Pioneer requests for pipe-based personal transport. Introducing Hypertubes. Safe, aesthetic, adaptable, fun. Enjoy a view of your hard work as you soar through incredibly tight turns. Build them today. Note: FICSIT Incorporated is not responsible for any harm caused by irresponsible use of this product.
Kibitz and Let's Game It Out. I'm looking at you for that one. Oh yes. Crazy. So we've got to wait 10 minutes for this pod to return. Jesus. Okay, so those are done. Now assemblers is going to be a little bit trickier because we're going to have 2 inputs. Maybe we should get some stuff over there set up. Yeah, what we'll do is we will probably need a bit more height for that one. So let's remove all of this. I really do like the way those belts look. Pretty much started from scratch, to be honest. So yes, we will need a 2-hole conveyor wall. Take that round, put that... There we go. See what, we'll probably have about 3? Do you think we'll fit 3 in here? I'd think so. That does make splitting things easier. Right, there we go. Nice empty room. That's pretty much set up in the style that we want it. So, assembler. Oh yeah, these are much bigger, aren't they? So if we're going for... Yeah, if we bring that back a bit... Yeah, we're definitely only going to be able to fit 3 in there. That's pretty much blocking the door entirely. But there we go. Why am I doing that? I've got them on the hotbar. So we'll do the merger first. Just one straight in front of this thing. And that's pretty much it. We'll do Mark 1 belts there. I mean, I can leave them like that. That's fine. A Mark 3 belt here now. Obviously that doesn't work. Doesn't seem to like doing that. But there we are. Take that one. Forward one. There we are. That's your output. Get the power sorted. Nice. Now this is where things are going to get a little bit more on the tricky side. Things will clip. telling you right now, things are going to clip. I don't really want them to clip, but they will. See, the thing is, if I put that there, that's gonna not line up with, not give people much room for anything. So, put that there. That's gonna clip. We know it's gonna clip. Of course it will. That's not the way we really wanted it, but there we are. Do I change that? I think I should. I mean, it's going to have a conveyor belt crossing, but still. So, should we have them rectilinear? Or should we allow them to be at weird angles? Ah, come on, let's do this properly. Let's do this properly. Apart from the clipping. I've said before I don't mind clipping. I don't mind the belts clipping. Anyway. So that one is all fine, of course. Lovely. We'll run this one first, I think. Because we're going to need... Oh, that runs nicely there. Obviously, it just doesn't like... Let's bring them there. Then align them as close as you can. There we are. Ah, lovely. Right, so that one is going to line up along there. Yes, that's it. That's perfect. That is perfect. I mean, yeah. Clipping, but I don't care about that. I don't mind belts clipping. It happens. What I don't want is just buildings clipping through each other, because that doesn't look right at all. So there we go, constructors, and this roof is perfectly high enough for them. Perfectly high enough for them. That's the roof put on, and we'll save that. We've still got 3 minutes to wait. This is now going to be, what are the assemblers? Set the directory, factory parts. There we are. Select the icon. So where are we? There we go. Fantastic. Save blueprint. Brilliant. We can just plop them down wherever we want them now. So, I think what we need to do is get rid of this, which is going to be a whole massive job, to be honest. Because I actually had 3 of these next to each other. So I remember what that was like. We'll fix that right now. And then it's just a case of getting all of these out of the way. Okay, and we're done. I hadn't actually anticipated how long that would take. So, I hadn't actually thought about cutting out any of that out. But I decided once I'd started that yes, actually I will. I'll just cut all that out. Because that's not all that interesting. We'll fill in the foundations. Because we'll put in a couple of our new blueprints. So we've got our constructors. Actually, if we scroll down here, see, the thing is now it's going to get in the way of everything else, isn't it? But there we are. So we've got our conveyor belty one there, smelters on 2, constructors on 3, assemblers on 4. One of those is facing the right way. Bop that one there. Assemblers, I don't have enough stuff, and there's not enough room anyway. I need more reinforced iron plates. Okay, that's fine. We can go and get those now. I'll just add a bit more foundations. The thing is, you use items to build them in the blueprint designer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismantle this blueprint. I can always build another one. I'm going to clear the designer. That puts them in storage here. So we can just take all of that. And by definition, we have enough stuff. By definition, we have enough stuff. So what I kind of like the idea of is just routing from there to here, from there to the next level, from there to the next level, rather than using all those lifts. Anyway, I'm going in there, aren't I? Nope, number 4, that's it. Number 4. Boosh right there. Not that we really need it, because what I was thinking of doing was doing one with screws. But anyway, that does let me do something else. I'm still missing reinforced iron plates, so I need those. Basically, I'll go over here and see if I have any made. If not, I'm gonna have to make some. Either way, I need some for that. That, aren't I? Oh no, I've got loads. I've got loads in storage. That's fine. Absolutely loads. I'll come back and I'll unlock the elevator later. So what I'll do is I'll get another one of these on top of here. Might need another one actually. Let's slap another one in. Because if I'm going to be doing... I need iron plates now. Oh, for God's sake. The problem is I'm used to having all the resources on me I need. I'm not used to running out and having to run back for more. Oh dear. Right. Some more constructors on this one. There. Right, now what we need, set this one, set everything in here to doing my reinforced iron plates, because we need those, right? So we need screws and plates. Copy that recipe and paste them on these once you get close enough. Wrong bloody button. Right, there we go. So that's all set up now. So we need iron plates. So if we make the iron plates in here, lovely. I do like the fact you can just look at a building and copy and paste the settings. It's very handy. So those are iron plates. So we can route those into... just route those straight in there. Let's hook them up with power as well while we're at it. To there. Up to that one. Up to that one. That's why I put these power poles here. And bip. So that's that all done. What we'll do is we'll remove that and redirect the output from that one into there. That'll make plates, they'll come out and they'll go straight into that one. Lovely. Now we need another one here. This one's going to produce rods. Those will then get sent upstairs now. It's just that. That's the only thing I don't like. Is that when you copy a setting, you're pressing C. And when you're flying, like I am, C is descend. It doesn't seem to understand that I am pressing Control as well. That's going in there. And there we go. We're getting load out now. Lovely. So route that into there. That will produce the rods. The rods will then have to come up there. Can I cheat a bit and just do this? Oh yes, I can. That's fine. And then just set these to make screws. Whether anything is balanced or not, that's quite beside the point. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Now that's definitely going to be too much of a... It's going to clip through them a bit, but that's fine. I need to put a more... Need to put Mark 3 on. There we are. Right. So this is where my storage cube might come in handy. But no, we'll just put a normal storage on this. Industrial storage, yes. In the middle, I'll put it in a bit. It's fine. It's not going to need this. It's not going to need this grade of belt, but there we are. That's fine. Are we filling up now? Okay, some stuff's moving. Are we getting them? Yes. There we go. Very nice. Right. So, that wasn't particularly difficult. It did take a little bit of time, but not as much time as building this thing would have without blueprints. So let's go and unlock these elevators. I'll build one and show you what they're like. I quite like them. I'll build them on my Christmas factory, I think. Right. So the question is, where do we put the thing? It will need power. So I'll put it on the front. Yeah, the front's open. Would be nice if you weren't there, but there we are. Question is it in transport? I would have expected it to be in transport. So obviously our dude down there is in the way. So we do that, and then we hook that up to power. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. I don't really want that one. No. Add a bit of a ramp. There we go. Little bit of elevator music. So that one there is perfectly fine. It's then three more than that. Maximum floors of 5, that's fine. 0, ground floor, that's fine. That's 8. Just add all the floors and see where they line up. Right, yeah, they need to be a bit higher than that. So, where are we? 16. So that's a good 20. That one then is probably going to be something like, yeah, 28. We'll see how that works. No, a bit higher than that. Yeah, the 32 is fine. So we'll put that one at the 32. That's going to be 40. At least I think so. Is that it? No. 40's halfway, man. 48. So yeah, the Mark 1 only has a certain number of floors, so that won't reach all the way, but still. It'll do. That's why you need the Mark 2. So go here. So I can press the up key to just go up one floor. I should have had this pointing the other way around. I will remove the railings. There we are. So press up again to go to level 2. You can actually press... No, it's... Is it 5 on... You can press the numbers on the keypad to do it. So that's our top level, level 4. I can press 0 to go all the way down. And say hello to our friend. And press 4 to go all the way back up again. And the little bing when you reach the level. So yeah, they are very useful. I was about to walk off the edge there, but that's not so much of a good idea. Yeah, it's not a bad mod, that one. I quite like it. You've got to get things right, and it takes a bit of setting up, but they do provide a very vital vertical movement in your factory. You know, I very nearly forgot to check on the stars. Well, stars are still being produced, so we've had plenty of... there we go, 500. Yeah, so it's had plenty of resources to make the stars. It just needed the time. So, before we sign off, it's time to finish the FICSMAS holiday event. There we go.
You better watch out. 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 FICSMAS is coming to town.
Yeah. So let's see what our tree looks like now. Look at that. It's magnificent. It's a magnificent tree. And that's it. So I hope you have a very good Christmas. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.